Hello, my name is Antonio Bowden, and I've decided to do my presentation on psychology. Many people struggle in believing that social science is actually a science. If I was challenged in my career choice, I would gladly defend psychology without any hesitation. Psychology is a useful science because through the study of mental processes, psychologists have the ability to manipulate and control their patients, or people, individuals within society. So we should begin with, what is psychology? Psychology is the study of the human mind and the cognitive processes that motivate the human behavior. Some positive points, or one big positive point, is that around World War I, World War II, it opened up, when psychology was very popular, it opened up a lot of jobs for people during that moment in time. Some contributors of psychology were William Wundt, Sigmund Freud, B.F. Skinner, Ivan Pavlov, and one you probably haven't heard of, Carl Rogers. Carl Rogers is dealing with counseling psychology, and he is known as the father of client-centered therapy. Rogers contributed his theory of personality development. Next, I'd like to talk about why I actually chose psychology for my presentation. I've always been curious about what people are thinking, or what really motivates their actions, why people do the crazy things, or why people do happy things, just anything, pretty much. And I strongly believe that before any type of action, subconsciously or consciously, that there is a thought put into it, whether you know it or not. I began my curiosity in psychology around probably sophomore year of high school, because as probably everyone can relate, there's a bunch of teenage problems during high school. People go to people for little things, and a bunch of non-relevant things within our lives. But with my curiosity on people's mental processes and their thinking, I just thought that talking out their issues would be a good way to find a solution, and it's also peaceful. And my curiosity also led me to become a counselor, which I was finally able to label the job that I wanted to pursue, because for the longest time I just wanted to play baseball. The aspects of psychology that I would like to talk about are counseling psychology, of course, since I've chosen it, cognitive psychology, and behavioral psychology. Counseling psychology focuses on providing therapeutic treatments to clients who experience a wide variety of symptoms. It usually deals with emotions, like basically like why people act, like why children act up within class, or why people may not be getting their work done within the job area. People go to counselors to find out reasons and maybe methods to help progress the work area, or just within life, to build a better societal and personal relations. It is used to, like I said before, facilitate personal problems with patients in life, health problems, for example, emotional problems, social problems, and organizational problems, as I've probably overlapped myself. Forgive me, guys. Next is cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychology is the study of the mental processes of an individual. And it's pretty much stops right there, I believe. That it's just the study of the mind itself. It deals with perception of an idea, memory. It helps us find better ways to learn, and something new that I found found out about it is that it was actually related to neuroscience, philosophy, and also linguistics. Um, it was utilized around World War I, World War II. During World War I, it was introduced for psychological testing. They wanted to figure out, who was smart enough to do what. So they would give tests to troops and recruits so they could figure out what job would be suitable for each one of them. And also, they figured out that they could weed out some of the neurotic troops as opposed to, troops that are just fine. In World War II, they were actually able to bring psychologists within the war efforts and in the war to also do psychological testing overseas, and also it gave more utility for engineering psychology. So during the World War I, World War II era, as I said before, psychology, it very basically emerged in popularity, and it really, really thrived. And also, it is also utilized to help us build memory and find better ways to learning, such as like if you had ADD or ADHD, the teacher will first needs to know, but they go through special ways of teaching, because you have a special way of learning, so that you can accept the material and not get confused or get left behind because of something that was basically not your fault or anyone's fault. It was just given to you, just another obstacle that you have to overcome. And it's just one of the, through cognitive psychology, is one of the ways to help you deal with that. Finally, behavioral psychology. Behavioral psychology is the observation of an individual's behavior. I feel that this is probably one of the more strong psychologies or types of psychology, because when it is applied through observation, everyone's observed something, and through observation, you've learned or you've picked up mental notes on how to better yourself within the observation, or better yourself in a different situation from the observation. So basically, the strength within observation or behavioral psychology through observation is that it can, as people have observed individuals, you can find out basically how to control them. And control is basically a key power, because as people like to laugh at social science as a whole and psychology in its own, they tend to overlook the power that we have. And I really think that behavioral psychology has a strong power through its observation and controlling. Some things that came up through behavioral psychology were reinforcement, punishments, and ideas of conditioning, both operant and classical. And as well, pretty rough psychology that was not popular when it came out was animal psychology. People wanted to study the behaviors of animals and compare them to human actions, and basically try to figure out where's the middle point. How close they are to humans, and what can we do without basically harming a human to figure out basically certain answers to a hypothesis or an experiment. So basically emerge from there. Next off, I'd like to talk about the criticisms of psychology. I found on the web that in 1962, a philosopher named Thomas Kuhn doubted psychology because of the lack of agreement and multiple theories that aren't set in stone. So basically, that's just saying that one of the downfalls of psychology is that I'm sure whoever's taking psychology classes, whoever's in my social psych class, basically find out that they don't have strong theories. They have a bunch of theories, different concepts and different ideas for the same situation. Like you have 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 different ideas. And first off, that hurts us. We gotta write so many notes. But second, I mean, it becomes very confusing because you can't just connect an idea with one person. You give it to like 10 other people. Critics also believe that it is a subjective science and it's not supported with empirical data. And I also found on the web that people feel that psychology cannot measure emotion or personality directly, and the statistics are basically have no practical importance within psychology. Some examples that I've come to learn through the criticisms is that want, his idea of introspection, when it was introduced way back when, he believed that people can examine their own mind and tell the thoughts that they were thinking and being trained. The problem with Wundt's idea is that he would basically train these people to give certain answers through certain situations and to manipulate the project to better, to basically uplift his hypothesis, his thoughts, make him basically look better. And that's basically, there's no authenticity in that because there's no realness. I mean, basically you control the whole experiment, the whole scientific thought, and no one can basically, learn from that, really, because I mean, it's not authentic, as I said. Also, a student of William Wundt is Titchener. He tried a similar process called structuralism. It was basically almost exactly the same. He wanted to train people and teach them certain answers within certain situations, and he was also interested in people telling their own thoughts. But the problem with that is someone can't study their own mind, because when you're thinking about your own thoughts, you tend to change your thoughts because you're actually physically thinking about the thoughts that you had. It might have been confusing, I'm sorry. But that was really a big problem. Those are two big ideas. Basically, introspection was probably one of the biggest things that stopped Wundt from receiving the Nobel Prize, and Titchener was just people turned from him through his ideas of structuralism. But overall, I believe that social science is a science, and the utility of social science plays a major role in modern society and has played a major role in societies before today. And I'd like to reiterate that it has opened up much more jobs in America. Thank you, and have a great day.